We are back with another Q&A. We were at 5K when we did the last one, and now we're over 20K subscribers. Let's freaking go, baby! I got a lot of questions, like over 100 of them. Y'all were even DMing me on Instagram, bro, asking me about jobs. This is going to be a good video to use as an update for the channel. A lot of things have changed, I've changed, and we got a lot of new viewers. So today, you'll get to know a little more about the guy who makes these silly videos. You don't even gotta look at the screen. You can just put it in the background and listen to my soothing voice.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, let's get into the questions. What inspires you to start YouTube? What drives you to keep making videos? Well, like most people, I've been watching since I was a little kid, like since the beginning of YouTube. I remember seeing the classics like Stormtrooper Dance, Peanut Butter Jelly Time, watching random Left 4 Dead animations, and Resident Evil Numa. So I've always had an interest in YouTube in general, but I never really thought about making them. It wasn't until I got older and I fell in love with channels like Swoozy, iSexy, Nikahika, and PewDiePie, who was actually the first person I subbed to. But when I was like 10, 11 years old, I got an iPod Touch and I started making videos. For my gaming channel, I used to record the TV screen, and on my main channel, I used to make vlogs and Lego stop motion animations, which are actually still up privated on that channel right now. You know, I'm feeling a little nice today. You know what? Let me show y'all a little snippet of one of the videos. But this is all y'all are getting right now. I might show y'all some more another time. Throughout middle school, I tried out a bunch of different stuff. I made Vine compilations, funny moments, and then I made COD videos. I was a sniper and a trick shotter. That lasted into high school, where I started posting beats on another channel. Then I made another gaming channel where I posted funny moments with my friends, which are still up on my second channel right now. And eventually I locked in and made this one. See, I've been doing this almost my entire life, and it's still interesting to me, so that's what drives me to keep making videos. What caused you to make your channel? Why did you make it? I think with the rise of better and more in-depth YouTube review content, I really enjoyed the stuff that Eurothug 4000 and the Sphere Hunter were making, and the comedy topical videos of Degenerosity and Nakey Jakey. So I thought to myself, I have a lot of things that are important to me, but I just don't have anyone to talk to them about. I already know how to edit, and I'm somewhat funny, so I decided I was going to start making videos like them on a new channel. And this was years ago, and the whole time I was just procrastinating. All I had to do was just start. It wasn't until I was working a full-time security job that I hated, and that's what motivated me to start the channel. There were shifts where I was just sitting behind a desk all day, so I literally planned out and wrote in my notes app how to make a video review. And I used that guideline to write a ton of scripts and come up with ideas for videos. What kind of experiences have you gained from being a YouTuber? I definitely say I became more creative. I'm better at editing now and writing, and I'm able to express myself in a better way, which helps me understand the things I'm into. And that's something I feel like I really couldn't do for a long time. How enjoyable and important has your YouTube channel become to you? I say it's still as important to me as it's always been. This is everything to me, but I honestly wasn't expecting it to be as stressful as it is. I put a lot of pressure on myself in the past to stay active. Y'all should have seen me in year one, bro. I was in shambles sometimes. So everything isn't perfect, but I'm better at handling stuff like that now, and I think it's all worth it. When will you lock in and start being consistent? I love your content. I've been watching since the first indie game video, and I just wish you posted more. There are many reasons to why I'm not consistent, but the two main things are I'm very busy and I'm not as motivated as I used to be. Nowadays, I don't get as much time for YouTube, sadly. I got a job, a social life, other hobbies, and I'm constantly battling the demons in my head, man. So I can really only work on something if I have free time and if I'm actually in the mood to. And when I do, I want to make it as good as I can. I don't want to force myself to make a bunch of BS videos, you know what I mean? But that's just how I view it. I know I gotta work harder though, and I apologize for taking so long in between videos. Did you originally wish that the content of your channel would be some different kinds of videos? Or are you happy with the way they are now? For someone who's only playing Fortnite, Tekken 8 in the finals, what games do you recommend? If you had to pick what... Alright bro, you're asking way too many questions right now. Favorite meme of all time? One thing you're the biggest fan of ever? I'd say I'm still making the same kind of videos I did when I started, and I've been able to make them better than I expected them to be, as well as incorporating some of that Let's Play stuff I wanted to do as a kid, which is a style I like doing a lot. So I'm happy with the stuff I'm making right now. Games-wise, I'm guessing you have Game Pass, and it seems you like multiplayer games, so I don't know, start browsing it and looking up some gameplay on YouTube. Favorite meme of all time? It's hard to pick one, but I think the Tyrese crying video will always be funny to me. That whole video was hilarious. But to pick the greatest one, it'd probably be like the Vine boom because of how generational it is. Like, we still use it to this day. And something I'm the biggest fan of, honestly, is probably video games. I know that's like a basic answer, but yeah, it's probably video games. You've been doing YouTube for over 2 years now, and that's quite a bit of time to be doing something. How do you feel now? How do you feel about the fans you've acquired, the friends you made, your mods, and the people who admire you? Are you where you thought you'd be now, or have you been motivated to reach greater heights? Regardless of where you are or where you go, don't ever stop living, breathing, and dreaming. Proud of you, Khan. Thank you. I was about to get on your head top for making me read so long, but these are some great questions. I'm beyond grateful for this community and the people I've reached. I met some really cool people and I've made countless memories. It's awesome that some of the funniest shit that we have done has been documented. But I'd be lying if I said everything about having a fan base is great. This is like my first time experiencing something like this, and the concept of having a fan base is kind of odd, to be honest. Like, some people are weird and parasocial. People have stalked me and crossed boundaries, trying to get way too familiar with me, or just talked to me in certain ways that I found disrespectful. And that puts me off, which at times makes me want to not interact with people online. I think some people forget that I'm just a dude that makes YouTube videos. I'm only talking about a few people though who have acted like this in the past. The rest of y'all are great, kind, respectful, and hilarious. I love talking to y'all. You're the ones that make me want to keep doing this. Am I at where I thought I'd be now? Yes and no. Yes, because I knew I'd always find success on YouTube because I've been doing it for so long. But no, because I have no idea when that success will come. Even with hard work, it's still mostly luck. So I'm still motivated to reach greater heights. But there's not really a subscriber goal in mind. I really just want to get to a place where I can do this full time without any stress. Which videos are you proud of making as of today? Love your videos, bro. Thank you. I say I'm most proud of the Lane video because that anime means so much to me, and I think I did a really good job with the editing and expressing how I feel about it. I also put a ton of research into it too. I also really like how the Peripatia video came out. I think overall I did a really good job putting that together. Are you gonna keep throwing it back on Why do you keep showing your feet on stream? What do y'all say? Streamer awards. Most likely next year when I move. Are you gonna branch out into different forms of content besides what you're currently doing at the moment? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do different stuff as time moves forward. I'm sure my interests will change, and so will the content. Not sure what it'll be though, but for now I'm just gonna keep making videos on things that I enjoy. What video editing software do you use? Besides all the videos on my second channel, I use InShot and edit them on my iPad. Huh? Yeah, I'm still using that shit. I feel like that Tony Stark gif when I'm editing, I have more control. But I should probably just switch to editing everything on my PC, because whenever I get past that 10-minute mark, the app be running slow as fuck, bro. It's tragic. Top 5 games. My top 5 games are Tony Hawk's Underground 2. It's one of my first gaming memories ever, and I'm still playing that game today. GTA 4, pretty much all the GTA games, including all 3 Red Dead games. Bloodborne, I love From Software games, Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, but Bloodborne is just amazing. Resident Evil 4, it's a classic, I feel like everyone should play it. And The Last of Us Part 2. Both games in that series are amazing. I know the second one gets a lot of hate, but I absolutely love that game. The realism, the details, and the rawness of the third-person gameplay. I know the story isn't perfect, but it's one of the best games I've ever played. What's your favorite game you've shown on the channel so far? I often think about Getting Up a lot. Everything about that game is cool to me. I wish there were more games like it. I gotta make another video on that one day. Also, I'd probably say The Dishwasher Vampire Smile, or Downhill Domination. What games are you most excited to play in the future? I think the biggest one would obviously be GTA 6. Bro, they just delayed that shit again. Resident Evil Requiem. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I feel like this game's gonna be a big moment for Capcom, and it's gonna set the tone for the future of the series. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm also looking forward to whatever From Software does next. I'm just excited in general for gaming. There's a ton of really cool stuff coming out. Favorite RPG/JRPG and why? I'm not really into JRPGs because a lot of them are turn-based, and I don't really like that style of gameplay. But for the ones that aren't like that, I'd say Nier Automata and Elden Ring. And for RPGs, it would be Skyrim or Fallout 3. Do you ever plan on continuing the Tomodachi series? maybe when Living the Dream comes out. If they come out with a good Switch 2 emulator, I might play it. But as of right now, I don't really have any plans of continuing it. As much as people enjoyed that series, I'm really happy that I'm not making them anymore. I mean, I really do like those videos, but I made the first one as a joke and I didn't expect it to blow up. So after like the second video, I was just already tired of it, and I kind of felt like I was forced to make more. It was like that's all people wanted to see, which sucks because that's never what I wanted the channel to be. I'm always gonna make whatever I want to. So when I stopped, that came with some low points. I lost a ton of viewers and I pretty much had to rebuild my fan base again. I'm glad though that I was able to keep growing past that and that I didn't force myself to do something I didn't love doing. But yeah, short answer, I might make another video on it if there's an emulator as a little nostalgia episode or something, but I would like to move on and do other things. What's your favorite genre of games? And what's your favorite video you made so far? I really love open world games. I'm currently playing Ghost of Yote and it might be my game of the year.
Oh no, I had it for a second.
It's not about capturing what you see. It's about impressions. How others leave a mark.
My Shayla!
Oh, it matches my freaking outfit.
Oh, Yuki, where are you?
Oh, it matches my outfit. I'm so clean right now. Damn. Game of the year.
So that and any crime game or third-person game with guns. I also love horror games, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Dead Space. Yeah, my favorite video I've made so far would probably be the last indie games video. I was dying laughing editing it. I just really like making those types of videos. If I were to say another one, it'd probably be the Tony Hawk's Underground 1 video. I feel like I was doing a bunch of weird shit in that video and it was hilarious. Oh yeah, also again the Peripatia video. I like all the cinematic stuff I was doing. Favorite fighting games. I don't play that many anymore, but when I was a kid I played a lot of Soul Calibur 2 and 4, Tekken 3, and Def Jam Icon. I also used to play this one game called Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. My brother used to whoop my ass in that game. I do want to get back into them though. Like I really want to get good at Tekken or Melty Blood. This next question was asked by two different people, and it's both about video game remakes and remasters. And why so okay. What do you think is the purpose of a video game remake / remaster? And in the light of recent trailers for Halo Combat Evolved and Deus Ex remasters, what is your opinion on remasters or remakes of games? Should games like works of art be left as they are with all imperfections, or should they be brought up to whatever current standards of gameplay conventions, graphics, etc.? So the main reasons, I think the purpose is nostalgia, to re-experience our favorite games while fixing its shortcomings. And then there's also the other reason, which sometimes results in a lackluster product, and that's money. Just like movies, it's a safe bet for companies. So my opinion on them is kinda mixed. I think some games should be left alone and just be ported to newer consoles with minor fixes like the resolution or maybe a modern control scheme, you know, stuff that makes it play better. But there are some I think need remakes, like really old games with unfixable controls or dated graphics. But in order to do a remake or remaster, you need to find a good balance of adding new elements while still preserving the original soul of the game. Because there's been recent ones that pointlessly remove or change content to appeal to an audience that is never going to play the newer versions. The main people who are going to buy these are fans who love the originals, and trying to maximize sales by trying not to offend people just offends more people, the fans, and makes a worse product. With remakes, it's a little harder to pull this off because they're redoing like the whole thing. It's not just an update. Resident Evil does a great job with this by improving the gameplay and visuals of the old games, but in doing so they sacrifice some of the soul and swag, like the fixed camera angles and suspension of 2 and 3, or the stylized atmosphere and edgy tone of 4, so it's kinda hard to get it perfect. But for the old games, I'm all for a remake. Like I think Code Veronica needs a remake because that game's so old. But on the other hand, even though I enjoyed the Dead Space remake, I didn't think it needed one because the OG still holds up. I think for me it depends on how old or well it plays today, then the decision between a remake or a remaster should be made. Only if the right team of people can faithfully do it. What video game characters do you think have the best sense of style? I don't know if I could like say one specific character, but I really like how the characters are dressed in the Final Fantasy games. I don't remember the characters' names, but there's this one dude in Final Fantasy VII that has like this red outfit on, and I really like how all the characters in Final Fantasy X are dressed. I remember seeing this like Louis Vuitton campaign with Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII. That was pretty cool. I also like how all of the Devil May Cry characters look, so like pretty much any Japanese game. Also, I haven't played Yakuza or Metal Gear yet. What are your top 5 albums this year so far? There's been a lot of good music this year, and there's albums that I'm still bumping right now. Revenge Seekers by Jane Remover. I've been a fan since Frailty, and my mind is always blown with each new drop. This album has some of the most well-produced and creative music I've ever heard from a single person. And music by Lucy Bedrock. Lucy is one of my all-time favorite artists. He makes the exact type of music I want to hear. It's just so beautiful, and this new project is just as good as his past ones, with a more rage-focused sound, as well as fantastic self-produced tracks like G6 Anthem, an absolute banger, and One of Us is Lying. K1 by K-Mo. It's crazy because these 3 artists are all on the same label and are so talented, but this is a really underrated album, and it has some really hard-hitting, emotional, and heartfelt tracks. Definitely worth a listen. Rest in Bass by Che. This is like when you steal someone else's work, and with years of experience, you just make it way better. It's rage music at its peak in my opinion. He really knows how to make the most turnt songs that make you want to move. This is the first album by Che I listened to heavily. To see him shift his sound and still be able to make great music is really cool to see. And finally is Jump Out by Osama-san. At first, I didn't really like this album that much because it didn't go as hard as Flex Music.
Oh my god.
It didn't go as hard as his last album, Flex Music, but I've come to appreciate it a lot more and like pretty much every song now. It has a more melodic tone. I really enjoy his emotional songs like Made Some Plans or Rehab and Kills from his last album. I just wish he made more like it. Honorable mentions, I Love My Computer by Nina Jorachi, Safe to Say by Corey Lingo, and Cheetah World Deluxe by Uke. You still be cooking beats? Yes, not as much though. Will you be dropping music? Also, what is your favorite console generation? Yeah, I'm working on a beat tape right now, and the 7th generation of consoles. It was peak. And I'm not even just saying that because of nostalgia. We just had it better overall back then. Will you ever make collaborative content with your community? Will we ever get a Red Abyssal release or an ARG? Can we get... Alright bro, here we go again with the multiple questions. Can we get more videos like the soundtrack one? How far do you see your channel going? Like what sort of content will you make over the course of 2026? Will we ever get another series like Tomodachi? Okay, so before I started this channel, I tried to host an online music festival where people would send in their music with visuals to go with it. I wanted to have a host that would introduce each artist before the video would play and give a little info about them and the song. Kinda like 106 in Park. It would be a music show that would have like a yearly video showcasing different people's talents. I got this idea after I was watching this old broadcast on YouTube of Bjork hosting a music show. So yeah, this video was going to be edited by me and uploaded to another channel, but not enough people sent in music, so I never did it. I still want to do it though. Red Abyssal was a project where I made a soundtrack for a game that didn't exist. I made a whole story for it and a website too, so it's already kind of an ARG. If I were to release it on streaming, I'd have to commission an artist to change the cover first. Whenever I finish this new project though, I'm probably going to make another video breaking down how I made it. As far as 2026, I have no idea what the future holds for this channel. I got a list of video ideas, and at times I'll discover something new, and that's what I'll make next. Another series like Tomodachi? Possibly, but I wouldn't make it in the same way as those videos. What happened to Fent? Who? Oh shit, yeah, my dog. The last time I checked on her was the Tony Hawk video, and bro, I know you're a female dog, but if you lose this competition, I'm cutting your nuts off. I don't know, man. I left a lot of food in her bowl, so she'd be alright. What? Do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? I think the real question is, when will I wear wigs? Alright, it's time to wrap it up with these last few questions. Is free will a blessing or a curse? Well, I guess it depends on the person and what they do with that free will. Like, some people just let the intrusive thoughts win and start catching bodies. I feel like life can become really fun once you realize you can do whatever you want. What is something you tell yourself every day to keep yourself motivated? Love you, Ganucci Webb. Thanks, bro. Shit, it's this or nothing. I be waking up every morning doing that great stare. Like, I gotta make this work. I give myself no other choice. So that's a good motivator when it's your only option. Creation-wise, there's always something new online to talk about, and I just try to do something new in each video to make it fun for myself. Like a new editing style, a new joke I really found funny, or a meme that I can't wait to put into a video. But most importantly, I think it's the support I get from y'all online. Like, it's nice to see how a video can resonate with another person. I love that y'all enjoy my goofy editing and jokes. That's the stuff that keeps me going and wanting to show my interest online. But besides YouTube, I'm just motivated to change as a person in general. I want to experience more in life. I want to connect and be around good people, stay healthy, and find true happiness. And that motivates me to get up and go a little harder. So no matter how down you or myself can get sometimes, just remember there's always a lot more of life to live. Unless you're like 80 years old or something, I don't know, bro, you might be cooked.
Huh?
Alright, that's the end of this long Q&A. Thank you to everyone who asked me a question. I really appreciate it. I got some new videos on the way. They're coming, just let me cook. But yeah, that's it. I love y'all. See you in the next video.